Hey guys, it's your girl, Aglow. So this is a festival inspired look that I pulled together. So if this is something that you guys are interested in doing, just make sure you keep watching. Make sure you subscribe, tell a sister, tell a aunt, tell a brother, tell a cousin, and I'll see you guys very soon. Bye. So now I won't be at Coachella. I'm all the way on the other side of America, but this is something that I thought a few of you guys would like. You know, if you guys are on the West Coast, I hope you guys enjoy. So we're gonna go right in with the Hard Candy Pore Defense Primer. I really like this one. I used it a few times. It does have a weird color, but it works pretty well. Apply it all over my face. Make sure that your hands are clean before you do this. So you wanna make sure that you are priming your skin because you will be out in the sun dancing. It's gonna be hot, so you wanna make sure that your makeup will stay. Okay, so first I'm gonna prime the eyes. I'm gonna be using the Tarte Shape Tape as per usual. I'm gonna put a few dots on my eyelids and then spread it out with my fingertips. Guys, I really wish that I can go, but you know, we don't got that money yet. But one day, we'll make it to Coachella. We'll make it. All right, so I'm just gonna keep blending this out. I went in with the first finger that has a lot of the product on there, so I'm gonna go in with a clean finger and work my way into the inner corner. Once I'm done priming my eyes, it should look like this. So now we're gonna set this with some powder that matches my skin tone. So that powder, I'm gonna go in with this Wet n Wild palette. I got this from Walmart. It's pretty good. It reminds me of the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette that I don't have but need. I know I need it. So I'm gonna go and tap into this color right here. Okay, so I'm gonna take it on an E27 Morphe brush. I'm gonna tap it and I'm just going to set my eyelids. So just apply this all over the eyelid. I usually pat it on and then I go in with the circular motions. So to begin, I'm gonna go in with this color right here that's labeled Transition. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I'm gonna apply this all over my crease. And I'm going to be taking it on a Morphe G24 brush. I'm gonna look down and I'm gonna work this into my crease. So once I'm done blending everything out, the first eye should look like this. What I really love about this palette, this Wet n Wild palette in specific, is that it's so affordable. Yes, I almost let it fall, but it's super affordable and I feel like it's so pigmented. So if you don't have the Modern Renaissance palette, I totally recommend this one. Go and buy it. I think it's like $7, so you don't have to spend like $42 on it, and you kind of get the gist of the colors that the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette does have. And then if you do like this one, you can always go and purchase that one. So I'm gonna get started with the other eye. Once you're done with the transition color, it should look like this. If you see any harsh lines, just make sure you go back in there and just start with the circular motions, of course. Gotta make sure you blend it, girl. So now I'm gonna go in with this color right here. It's right on top of this color, which I'm totally feeling. Right now, I don't know which specific colors I'm gonna be like vibing with for this look, but I'm gonna go in with this light purple right here. So I'm gonna take that color on a Wet n Wild brush. Okay, so now I'm just going to buff this into my crease. Buffing this right underneath that first transition color that we went in with. Make sure you're buffing it into the inner corner as well with the circular motions. Okay, so once you're done with the purple, both eyes should look like this. You should have this blank spot right here, but pretty much the eye blended wise, it should look like this at this point. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with this Sonia brush that I got in a set from Target, and I'm going to just take the flat end and just dip into this color. It should look like this. Ooh. So I'm just trying to pack on the color because remember that you're going to be at Coachella. It's going to be hot, so you want to make sure that none of your makeup just slips away. You want to look like a boss-ass bitch during the entire festival. Okay, so I basically packed it onto both eyes And now I'm going to basically go in with a different brush so I can blend out the corners. Take a Morphe M433 brush. I'm going to dip into that magenta color and I'm going to buff it right into the inner corner and then just buff out the rest so I have more of the color on my lid. Okay, so once you're done with both eyes, they should look like this. I'm gonna use my color corrector Cushion Wonder by Hard Candy. I do get a lot of redness in this area, so I'm just going to put it there and wherever else I see a red. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna take my finger. I don't take the Beauty Blender because I feel like the Beauty Blender absorbs the color corrector, and after it absorbs it, it's like, why the hell did I even put it on? So I'm just going to dab this all out with my finger. I'm gonna take my wet Morphe Beauty Corrector, my wet Morphe Beauty Blender, and I'm just going to dab a little bit on top of the corrector that I just applied in all the areas where I just applied it. I'm gonna go in with my favorite Maybelline foundation. This is in shade 112. So I'm going to take my finger and dab around nose, little on my neck. Don't get the choker because it's white. Take my e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush and I'm going to blend the foundation. Now, of course, lift that choker up and blend underneath it, you know? So I'm just basically gonna go in and go all over the areas in which I went in with foundation with the brush. Now we're gonna go in with Tarte Shape Tape again. We're gonna go right underneath and conceal the eyes. Sorry if you hear noise. Like I said, when it gets hot outside, the hood comes alive. I'm gonna take my beauty sponge and I'm just going to dab the areas in which I just applied the concealer. Once I'm done applying the concealer, I'm gonna go in with my Coty Airspun and I'm going to take a little bit, just a tiny bit. Like I said, I don't want this to feel cakey on the skin. I'm just gonna take a little bit right here on my beauty blender. I can even do like that to take off the excess. And I'm just going to tap it into the inner corner and that's that. Once I'm done with all of this, I'm gonna go in with my brows. I'm gonna do them off camera and I'll be right back. So I did the brows. Now I'm gonna go in with a highlighter, the Jeffree Star Lavender Snow Highlighter. It's so huge. So I'm going to highlight underneath the brow bone and the inner corner. Ooh. The lower lash line, I'm gonna go in with my E17 Morphe brush and I'm gonna go right back into this palette and I'm gonna go in with the transition color right here. I'm gonna go in with this bootleg Artiste brush. It's thin like this. And I'm going to go into this color right over here. So now that I've done the eyes, I'm gonna go and bronze my face. I'm gonna use the Butter Bronzer by Physicians Formula and this brush by Real Techniques. And I'm just going to bronze the face. So the bronzer should look like this. So as per usual for highlight, I'm going to be using two brushes, my Morphe M501 and my e.l.f. blush brush. I'm gonna go in with this one first and I'm gonna go in with Soft and Gentle by MAC. So I'm just going to put a little bit right above the bronzer and then bring a little bit up here towards my temple. I'm going to take my blush brush by e.l.f. I'm going to dip into it and I'm going to put it on my Cupid's bow and on the tip of my nose and down the bridge. I always get a runny nose when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know why. I want this highlight to be as dramatic as possible, so now I'm going to go in with the Sleek, and I'm going to go into this purple color right here, and then I'm just going to apply it right on top. So once I'm done with that, now we're going to get into the fun part. Let's take out these babies' hairs, you know. Let's take them out. Okay, okay. All right, so now we're gonna go in with some paint. This is some white paint that I got from Target for Halloween. I'm sure you could get some at the dollar store or like a craft store. And I'm going to put some right here, some. I'm gonna take the ends of this brush. I'm gonna tap into the paint that I put, and I'm just gonna do like some practice dots. All right, so once I'm done with seeing the actual size that I want, I'm gonna go here and just put the dots as I would like. So once I applied the 3 dots, I'm gonna go ahead and do it to this side. I'm gonna try to do it the same way I did on the other side. And they should look like this. I'm gonna take some, I'm just going to apply it on my shoulder right here. I'm going to put some right here. For the lips, I'm going to line my pencil with my favorite Lippie by ColourPop 951. I'm going to go in with Ice Mocha by Gerard Cosmetics. Now we're going to add a little bit more detail. I'm going to go back in with that white paint. So I'm going to go right here on my nose. So I applied the Kiss Flirty Lashes. They're so comfortable. Before I put mascara on my lower lashes, I'm going to go ahead and set everything. I'm going to apply mascara to my bottom lashes. So once I finish that, the eyes should look like that.